What's cracking, everybody? Felrose here, along with Maggie here. Happy to see you for this last battle video of the season, featuring Obstructagoon himself. The shiny Obstructagoon got his community day a couple weeks ago, and you've probably seen 2/3 of this team before. Ashif's is one of my friends, patron members, and my first student that I've ever coached. And he hit legend with this team, running the Deoxys Drapion core with the Obstructagoon in the back as a closer. This thing is deadly. I've already talked about this team at length on the channel, and you would have known about this team probably 2 seasons ago if you were part of the Patreon Discord that I've got. So if you're interested in getting teams and tips and tricks and all the fun stuff that comes with playing this game, and all of it early before it goes on YouTube, please check out the link in the description, as well as my Medify page, where I offer coaching services for Pokemon Go PvP. Really appreciate it if you'd like to check it out. And regardless, we're going to get right into these battles here. So we got this first battle. We've got Deoxys. Now, Deoxys runs Rock Slide rather than Thunderbolt. Why? Because it allows you to take out Talonflame and not even feel bad about it, right? So we got Muck in the lead. We're going to swap out immediately. We don't want Deoxys up against this thing. And Drapion's just going to town on these poison stings. Look at the energy gain on this Drapion. Is insane. It's already got like 2 crunches loaded. That's why this thing is an absolute mad just pick for the Ultra League. It's got such a good energy gain, and the hard-hitting charge moves because of that shadow boost are insane. So we're going to see these crunches start flying. Even though the damage is all resisted, it still comes out much faster than this Muck can deal, and the Muck's not running Acid Spray, it's running Sludge Wave. So that means that there's no defense drops for the Muck, but Drapion's definitely getting a defense drop there, and that's going to allow it to start threatening shields and or possibly completely take out this Muck. Now, the opponent isn't swapping out, so they may not have an answer to Drapion in the back, but it looks like Ashif may not even bother to shield this. Is going to let the Muck take out Drapion and let, I think, Deoxys come in, or is Obstructagoon? No, okay, so we're going to let the Deoxys come in, get some farm. We're going to toss the Psycho Boost before the opposing Muck can get to a move, and then I think at this point you probably dip into Obstructagoon to try and soak that damage. Oh, it takes it out, never mind. Oh my gosh, Trevenant is in the back. Now that's why they didn't swap in. Trevenant is going to get matched up against this Obstructagoon. Obstructagoon has 2 shields and is not about to shield a Seed Bomb, so he lets it go through. He's going to go for the Obstruct here. You got to go for Obstruct. Obstructagoon with Obstruct is a just absolutely disgusting closer. Why? Because in a matchup like this where it can absolutely abuse a Trevenant oh my god, it can absolutely abuse a Trevenant because it's not taking any fast move damage, and it barely takes any charge move damage. So a couple obstructs, Goon is ready to go. 2 defense buffs on this Obstructagoon, and you can shield whatever you want. Why? Because there's nothing that's going to threaten you. They're basically going to try to do Icicle Spears, and oh my god, he's going for a 3rd Obstruct. Oh, this Obstructagoon is boosting itself to the moon, and it's not even its attack stat that's going up. It's the defense stat. But like, look at this. The defense drop is going to make this farm down so much more clean. Like, look at it. Okay, you're gonna get 1 more Icicle Spear off after what, 3 defense debuffs? No way, man. And then Trevenant has no chance. Deoxys didn't even need to do anything in this game, man. Look at this. They tickled. Look at how much damage that didn't do. Go for another Obstruct, please. Go for another one. I want to see it. Let's see how much damage a Seed Bomb does to a triple buffed Goon. Oh, nothing. That's right. So we get 2 Night Slashes up, and that's pretty much enough. Deoxys could easily come in after this, get a Psycho Boost or something off, and then could easily finish out this game. But Obstructagoon, easy. Goes for the Night Slash here. Going to be able to get to another one right here, but the Trevenant is going to get to a move first, so we're going to let Deoxys come in and manhandle the rest of this Trevenant, because Goon unfortunately couldn't solo the whole team all by itself, but it may as well have. So getting to this Psycho Boost is going to be all that needs to happen, and then Deoxys is going to close this game out, and tanks a Shadow Ball even. Man, if anything has a defense status, Deoxys, right? That Shadow Ball did a lot, but it didn't do enough. And that just goes to show just how ridiculously strong Deoxys is in the Ultra League. It can take a Shadow Ball and then some. Typhlosion, a Spice Pick in the upper 2900s, coming at you with a Shadow Claw Typhlosion nonetheless. That's actually pretty scary for Deoxys. Now, Deoxys can take a Blast Burn, but I think you get farmed down after that just about. This is a very dangerous matchup for Deoxys, but tanks the energy like a champion and is going to fire back with a Rock Slide. Now, Rock Slide would deal super effective damage if it connects, but the opponent does shield up, and now a Sheaf brings in his Drapion to start putting pressure, and a Gyarados swaps in. Now, here's the thing with the Drapion Shadow Drapion save swap, is in the one shields, when you're up by like 5 Poison Stings worth of energy, you almost win against everything. Voice cracked again. Man, I need a new voice box. This thing is terrible. I want a replacement. Look at that. Just completely sacks the Gyarados. Gyarados didn't do nothing but a few Dragon Breaths. That just, you know what? You can have a kaboom. Okay, buddy? It's not a gymnasium here. Be careful. So we've got the Typhlosion coming back in here to try and take out the Drapion. At this point, Drapion could shield and probably get off to another crunch or two before going down. Now, oh, it's a CMP. Now, I think you have to shield and commit at this point. I don't think there's anything else you can do here. Yep, you got to go and shield the Blast Burn, pop off a couple of crunches at this point, and see what's in the back. And it's probably going to be something to deal with Swampert, because that's what Typhlosion really doesn't want to see. And, oh, look at that, a Jellicent. Guess what doesn't like to see Drapion or Obstagoon? It's Jellicent. This game is far and just completely over. They pop in the Obstagoon. You can just top left now, trainer. Yeah, there you go. Easy peasy. This team in the back, if the Ghost is not in the lead and the Ghost is in the back, complete domination. This team was originally created for us in our group in about Season 9, I believe, after Deoxys became this new, just complete powerhouse pick for Ultra League after it came back into raids a couple seasons ago. And we put this Double Dark team together. This is actually one of the original forms of the Deoxys Double Dark team, was with Obstagoon, but it had obviously cross chop because it didn't have Obstruct back then. But it's absolutely insane how strong this team is, and it was made specifically to counter teams like this and other teams that had, you know, Talonflame in the lead. It was a way to counter Talonflames and Ghosts in the back, because people love running double Ghost. But Walrein and Talonflame get core broken so hard by Deoxys that it's actually kind of insane, and that's why this team has been so strong for us over the last several seasons, because of this fact that that pair is so common. Deoxys core breaks it, and obviously just having two super strong dark types or anti-ghosts in the back, like, you know, I was running it with my Shadow Walrein a few weeks ago. If you haven't checked that out, that's the team I hit Legend, but I was running the same core with Deoxys and Drapion. It's just stupid strong, and this is insane. It's insane, and even Maggie thinks so. She's all woo. So Icicle Spear comes through, does not take out the boosted Goon here, and get a couple more Night Slashes in the game. I don't even think it was the game. I think you just survived that Incinerate because you're boosted. Yeah, you just survived the Incinerate with 1 HP because you're boosted. That's insane. I think you have to shield this though in order to get this Rock Slide off. Yeah, definitely. Definitely can go for Rock Slides here, and then Scrafty comes in, and this is actually a problem because in the ones, Scrafty can definitely beat Shadow Drapion, but if this Shadow Drapion can land 2 Sludge Bombs on the Scrafty, that's actually going to be enough. And so we're going to find out, how low can you go, Scrafty, and are you going to shield up 2 Sludge Bombs? I don't know. There's the first one. Now, I wonder, yeah, you have to get 2 more Sludge Bombs in. This might be a loss. Scrafty in the back is definitely a pain if you don't lure it out in the first place, but able to get a Sludge Bomb off just with 1 HP, and as Ionic calls it, a dream. But this Drapion just dreams of one thing, and it's beating the heck out of this Scrafty. Oh, that's tragic, you CMP. I don't think anything but a Psycho Boost would have been enough there, and I don't even think that would have been enough. But they go for Power Up Punch, so they're not going to be able to make it. Why didn't you go for the foul play? I don't know. Opponent brings in the Talonflame. I don't know what happened. Visual glitches left and right. Talonflame comes in. Is it going to tank this Rock Slide? You know what? That's what you get. And then Scrafty, oh, I see. So they swapped out immediately after the Rock Slide. I get it. But not enough HP there for the Scrafty to survive, and that's actually a good game. I swear that was going to be a loss. I think it had to be. If the person actually through the foul play, I think that was a loss. But you know what? We'll take it. You go into Legend, you take any little win you can, no matter how you get it. So Swampert is on the lead, and this is actually a really rough thing for the lead. Deoxys is really the only thing other than an Obstagoon that can handle it. And you have to throw Psycho Boost at it, because there's no point in throwing Rock Slides, or if you're running it, no point in throwing Thunderbolt either. But an Earthquake connects from the Swampert, and now you're so cute. We both have our hand up. Oh yeah, you know what you did. So you just have to let the, Deoxys just handle the Swampert as best you can. And then after the Swampert takes you out, you're supposed to come in with the Obstagoon and start getting some energy. Hopefully, that means that the... Ooh, they went straight for the Earthquakes. Hopefully that means that this Obstagoon is going to get enough energy and start getting ahead and start throwing some Obstructs. Do you shield this because I think you need to? No, he doesn't shield the Hydro Cannon. Lets it go. Obstagoon farms down, and what do we have in the back but another Obstagoon? This is kind of rough, actually. I don't think you can really... You have to bait... You'll have to hope that they think you got Cross Chop, and you just go Obstruct. And they don't even fall for it, man. Oh, but look at the difference in the damage there. That's insane. So, I think at this point, you're just kind of hoping that they're not running Cross Chop, and they're not... He says, no, it's okay. You don't need to run Cross Chop because we all have Obstruct. And obviously, right at the community day, everybody wants to test out their new Obstructagoon. So, dang. All right. So, net 1 defense debuff on the opposing Obstagoon. I think you just go for the crunch here. Shield. You don't even shield. I don't think you can. I wonder, hopefully there's a Trevenant or something in the back, because there's just about no good way out of this. I think this is pretty much a loss. That 2-shielded Obstagoon can easily 2-shield through the rest of this Drapion, and unless there is a Trevenant in the back, this is looking like a pretty much over... There's a Trevenant in the back, but it's got 2 shields, and the opponent... Oh, man. Oh, no. This is it. This is the savior. This is the moment. Trevenant comes in with less than... desirable matchup here. Drapion has 2 crunches already loaded. They are just barely at the Seed Bomb by now, and they're getting shields already. Your Obstruct debuff doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because this Drapion is getting to another crunch, and just because the defense went down doesn't mean that this crunch isn't about to one-shot the whole Trevenant. So here we go. I've got the button ready. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, yeah. Gonna go for another crunch here, and that's pretty much... Oh, and he gets the defense drop. That's huge. That's gonna just about guarantee that I'm hitting this button for a good reason. And you know what, ready? Here you go, folks. Here it is. Takes out Trevenant in an almost unwinnable situation. Opponent definitely should have... I got distracted. Opponent definitely should have decided to shield their Obstructagoon there. That would have been, I think, the win condition for them, because Drapion just went nuts. So, oh, they safe swap Cresselia. Drapion comes in, and at this point, an opponent is getting hard counter City. This is the second set, so I just want to mention, too, that Ashif had already hit Legend by this point, right? He played 4 games out of the set, went 4-0, and then he played some meme team after. Didn't get me his Legend screenshot like a doofus, but he played his other set. This is his Libre set, so he sent me these games to cap off this recording here. So now we're showing off the Obstructagoon post Legend in the Libre set here. So this is good. You can just let this go at this point. You easily tank the Moonblast here. Yep. And you give the Walrein minimal farm while even potentially maybe getting a crunch. I don't think you were at a crunch though. Nope. One short of the crunch. How tragic, but that's okay. Deoxys is going to come in, and it doesn't matter at this point. Whatever they've got in the back is going to get hard countered, because they're not swapping out immediately like you'd think they would in this matchup. And you just have to wonder if they have a Talonflame back there. I think there might be a Talonflame back there. We'll find out. Oh, they land that Earthquake for some big damage, right? Not really. Meganium comes in. Now, that's some spice there. I was not expecting a Meganium to come out. But I guess it's a grass type. It works. It's not quite Trevenant, but it works out just fine. And Obstagoon is going to come in. And you know what? With 2 shields, all you have to do is shield up the first couple of moves, let Obstruct do its business, and you're done. This is sealed right here. There is nothing that this trainer can do, because Obstagoon is about to buff itself to the moon. I don't think he's barely even thrown any Night Slashes. This thing is all counter damage and Obstruct. This is actually insane. So you just shield this one up too, and your defense is so high that nothing else is going to hurt you. Just nothing. Nothing. You can't do anything to this Obstagoon. Shiny Cotton Candy Obstagoon makes opponents quit. That's the title of the video right there. Shiny Cotton Candy Obstagoon. Oh my goodness. Alright, Deoxys against the Muck. Here we go again. We've got another one of these, and little Maggie is asleep. She is taking a nap, and it is okay. She's used to loud noises anyway. So the opponent counters with a Wall Rain here. Now here's the problem. You can't swap in after Drapion is ahead on energy like this, because that is a guaranteed loss condition right here. Because even without this defense drop, look at the crunch damage is just going to add up so quickly you can't do anything about it. So the opponent is going to have to shield at some point here. The Wall Rain not getting any defense drops, which is kind of annoying, but you got to just tank it. If it's the Earthquake, it is what it is, and the opponent takes an Earthquake into the Drapion and will take it out here. But thankfully, shields against this Muck is going to be ideal here, because the Deoxys really doesn't care much about the Muck except for the charge move damage, right? The Dark Pulse is really the only thing that threatens it. So their opponent is going to come back in with the Muck, but he's going to throw a Rock Slide into the Muck just to do a little bit of chip damage. Maybe come in with Obstagoon after this just to try and see what comes in the back, but probably waiting on that energy to get thrown so that he doesn't have to tank a Acid Spray to the face and have to obstruct all the way back up to regular defense. Not gonna throw this Rock Slide here and then probably dip, maybe. Either way, depending on what's in the back, though. I wonder what they got in the back. So Obstagoon's gonna come in, and it's a freaking Sylveon. That is, yep, that would top left too. There's nothing you can do about that. That is just no gunk shot here. That's a good game. All right, and speaking of Charmers, here we go again, folks. Gramble in the lead. These Charmers are just too much, man. It's a Snarl Gramble. Now that is some spice. I might be hitting the button here if he doesn't shield. This crunch is going to hurt. If it doesn't shield, this crunch hurts. It does. He shields the crunch. The fear is real. Shadow Granbull pulling shields. Dude, I love Snarl Granbull. Like, honestly, I feel like it's such a off-the-wall pick that nobody expects. And Rock Slide is not going to get a shield. The opponent doesn't even care. But Sheaf is going to be able to get a Psycho Boost off here before the opponent gets to another move. And is that going to get a shield from them? Yep, they shield that. And you got to stay in, just go for Psycho Boost. No, he stays in, going for the Drapion safe swap, looking to get off some Poison Sting damage and tank the crunch like a champion. Kind of surprised that the opponent didn't bother going for the close combat there, but maybe they just didn't notice before the Drapion appeared on the screen. But Registeel counter swap is very, very unfortunate. Drapion can absolutely handle the Registeel counter swap. However, it's tough because you can only tank one move, and at the point right now that because that the Drapion took that they took the English is not working for me today. They tanked the move from the Granbull. That Focus Blast was definitely undercharged because otherwise you just get one shot. So here comes Deoxys ready to tank yet another move and is going to hopefully either tank and swap or just farm down here. But the Granbull having Snarl makes this a little bit easier on the Obstagoon because there's no charm damage to worry about. There's no fairy damage coming off of that Granbull unless they have Play Rough, which is possible. But most of them are in close combat. But a Rock Slide's going to hit this Registeel here, take it down into the deep red, and make it so the Deoxys can just do one and farm down. Oh, the Granbull's getting farmed down. Almost not able to get there, but that's okay because you only need to shield this move, and then you just... Yeah, there's the close combat. Okay, good shield there. And then Trevenant just loses here. You get a couple of obstructs and it's done. Do they shield the obstruct, though? That's the question. I don't think so. You can't. Nope, no shield on the obstruct. Look at so little damage. It's so unfortunate. But, you know, obstruct is a really good move. It kind of can't do more damage because that would just be... That'd be too much, I think. But Sheaf can just go for a couple Night Slashers at this point. The defense buff means the Seed Bombs are not going to do nearly enough, and they need like 4 Seed Bombs at this point to take out Obstagoon. So at least 4. And this is pretty much looking like a good game here. Night Slash is definitely going to get the shield, and then the next one's going to take it out. Opponent decides not to shield, hanging on, making sure that they can still go. He's going to KO with the obstruct. This is BMing right here. This is called BMing, right? He's going to shield and obstruct. How bad does that feel? Yeah, he shields the obstruct, gets the Psycho Boost off. Opponent quits before he can even do it. Good game. Good game, good game, good game. All right, Deoxys in the lead against another Deoxys. This is awkward because you kind of don't want to see the mirror, and Deoxys really does a lot of work against Obstagoon, so you can't really swap that in because those double super effective counters are just not fun. So we're going to find out if the opponent's running the Rock Slide or if they're running a Thunderbolt moveset on their Deoxys, and this mirror is not fun. And I'll try to make it as entertaining as possible. Look at little noodle arms over here. These couple of little spaghetti boys. And there's the Thunderbolt. We got a Thunderbolt slinging spaghetti boy, and we've got a rock slinging spaghetti boy. Let's see which one comes out on top, because no one's swapping out until this thing is at least under half health, where Drapion is going to be able to just throw it into crunch range. Now, I imagine that if he plays it like I do, he waits for the opponent to just empty out their energy stores, and this noodle is now dry, coming in with the Drapion after this. No, he's going to go for one more Rock Slide, and then maybe coming with Drapion. But it's always fun to watch noodles slap each other, isn't it? You talk about wet noodles and how much damage they're not doing, and this is it. So, opponent's going to come in, and they're not going to come in, but they're going to throw this move here. Thunderbolt, taking out Deoxys. One noodle down, and now you get the farm down with the Drapion, and gets there before they get to the Psycho Boost. This much energy on a Drapion is insane. Is this person running my team? I wonder if they're running my team, because there's a Shadow Walrein and a Deoxys, and I bet you my left butt cheek that there is a Drapion back there. So let's find out. And if there's not a Drapion back there, then I'm going to take my butt cheek back, because I kind of need it. Earthquake comes through, and nope, it's not. It's a Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz is the Flying Umbreon of the Ultra League. My wife is over there shaking her head at my stupidity, probably. Obstruct doesn't do any damage. It did like 2 damage to that, but you don't need any damage from the charge moves here. You just need an Obstruct, and then this Mandibuzz is going to sit here. This is tank the team, man. They didn't have the Shadow Drapion, so they're like, you know what the next best thing is? This Flying Umbreon. And this is an absolutely dominating matchup for Obstagoon, especially with Obstruct, because it doesn't matter how many shields this Mandibuzz has. It's not going to... The Aerial Ace is going to do nothing but tickle this cotton candy licky boy here. Look at that tongue. He's literally the longest tongue I've ever seen after Lickitung on a Pokemon, I think. I don't know. I actually don't measure the tongues. I just see him hanging out his mouth. She's still shaking her head at me. I'm being an idiot now. I love you, honey.
I don't.
Maggie's just taking a break. She also doesn't want to listen to it. That's why she's sleeping. But Axe takes out the Walrein. The opponent wanted to clear their debuffs with the Mandibuzz, but at this point they just stop. They just stop tapping. They know they've lost. Mandibuzz gives up. Oh, now they want to throw the charge move. They are BMing a Sheaf right here. This is toxic behavior, and I do not condone it. Look at that. They're not even pressing their moves. They're just trying to make this match take as much time as possible, because they got beat so bad by such a good team. Salty. Really unfortunate. Shame on you, trainer. Don't be like that. Weak Connection starts off this battle. Noodle Boy is trying to go after this Big Bird, and Big Bird is going to have to shield this Rock Slide up. Otherwise, it's going to take a lot of damage. And honestly, if you're against a Deoxys in the lead as a Talonflame user, I think the best thing you could probably do is go 2 Incinerates and then safe swap out to something, because any more than that, you're forced to shield, and this Deoxys doesn't need to shield. And if you've got a Walrein in the back, then that's just unfortunate. This Obstagoon comes right in, doesn't waste a second. Opponent doesn't get off an Icicle Spear before the Obstruct comes through, and the opponent may even shield this. Nope, they don't shield this. It's Obstruct. Why do they care? But now he doesn't need to shield anything. Obstagoon can just let this move go. Doesn't matter what it is. It's just gonna tickle. Earthquake? Nah, who cares? Doesn't do anything. It just put a little mark on the goon's foot. It didn't even swallow him into the earth. He's just looking. He's in a little ditch, and he's just like, I'm out of here. And now I'm just going to farm down your Walrein. And you know what else is going to happen here? Is this Obstagoon is going to farm down the Walrein and have enough energy left over for more Obstructs, probably, after that Talonflame tries to come in and farm down. You know what's really not a good idea for Talonflame? Trying to farm down an Obstagoon that's got at least 2 defense buffs. It's a lot of energy, but man, you're going to spend a lot of your time and your resources trying to farm that down, whereas this thing is going to be getting Night Slash. He's going to get at least another Night Slash. You have to throw energy here, and there's no reason to let this, shield this. So you just let it go. Flame Charge comes in, takes out Obstructagoon, and then we have a Trevenant, and Drapion's going to come in and feast. 2 shields up. There's no way that this person there's no way. They just quit. That's it. This team is insane, dude. This is exactly why we ran this team. And that is the legend screenshot from his Chiefs at the beginning of the video. Man got himself a Pikachu Libre after that last set, and I am so proud of him and all the rest of my students, and got a little something special cooked up for him. Hopefully later this week. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Shout out to all you Patreon subscribers, and even you YouTube subscribers, and even you non-subscribers who are watching this video. I appreciate all of you. But if you like the video, please subscribe. Maybe leave a comment. Maybe like the video if you do want to see more stuff like this. Looking forward to Season 12. I'm really looking forward to the move updates if we get them. There's going to be a nice long video about all of them if we get them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. And even though she's asleep, she says goodbye as well. Bye.